Hello, Alicia.
Hi, good morning or afternoon, Emerson.
Good morning.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the reschedule.
Oh,
Um,
of
I
course.
appreciate that. Yeah. So, tell me your story, Alicia, and what got you here. Your seeking story.
Seeking sorry, just like everyone else's.
Yeah.
Been at it for a while.
Yeah.
At this point, it seems like more wandering than seeking.
Yeah. Who have you listened to, and what have you done retreats, all that kind of stuff, or
Oh, yes, I've done. Let's see. I initially came from the Christian contemplative
okay.
area, so
Yeah.
the mystics love them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
They're great.
Spent about maybe 15 years following Yogananda,
Okay.
and more recently, maybe the past 5 years, gone with the non-dual Advaita, Muji,
Yeah.
Gangaji.
Gangaji. Okay. All the G's.
Yes,
Papa G.
exactly. And here I am. Somehow I found you.
How did you just the YouTube algorithm?
Yes.
Who was the last person you were listening to?
Um, Ramesh.
Ramesh Balsekar?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And, and
Sorry.
from
Go ahead.
him, his Roger Castillo.
Okay.
And
So you come more from the spiritual side then of non-duality.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So what do you believe at this very instance, this very second, if you can't go to the past or the future?
Mhm. I can't say I believe anything at this very
Yeah,
second.
that's right. So if you can't believe anything, is there anything missing at this moment?
No, not at this moment.
Yeah. So if there's no next, there's no past, because those are just beliefs. Then this must be it. Where are the thoughts? Where are
Mhm.
the beliefs?
Where are they, Emerson?
I know. So simple.
Yes, yes, it is. It's too simple.
It's too simple.
It
That's why it's
is.
always overlooked, right? But everybody has said this. This is it, you know? What else? Yes, if there's no past, then there's no future because they're just thoughts. And then there's clarity here, isn't it? But the clarity doesn't have any words. The clarity doesn't have a language. What are you without language?
Mm,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, isn't it?
That is,
Yeah. Have you seen some of my one-on-ones?
yes, I've seen a
Yeah.
few of them.
A few of them. Yeah. Yeah. People usually wonder, what is that like? It's just like this. It's
Right.
just very simple, right? It's very ordinary, but at the same time, it's extraordinary because where are the thoughts? No.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
entangled
Yeah.
here.
And what's between a belief and a non-belief?
Yeah, this spaciousness.
Yeah. What's between a self and no self?
Yeah, again, there's nothing there.
Bingo, right? So this is the peace that passes all understanding. This is the without a next, without the opposite. Because silence doesn't really have, you can't even call it. What's between silence and non-silence?
Hmm.
Right?
Yes,
So the words get in the way. That's the veil, if you look at it.
they certainly do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I could speak for hours and hours and hours in words, but if you can't get there,
Right.
you know what I'm
What a
saying?
wasted effort.
Yeah. So the end of seeking basically is when you see clearly that the words will just produce more seeking.
Yes.
Yeah. It just creates a next or something missing, or even missing or next are just words. If you look at words, they're all made up. But something here can't be made up. And you can't think of it. But it's here.
Yeah, right to it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, there's
Yeah,
just
that's a
this
pleasant
spacious,
relief.
it is a
Yeah.
relief, huh?
Yeah,
It's instant.
it sure is.
Yeah. You didn't even need to practice, you know what I'm saying? Or
Right, nothing.
yeah, nothing. Contemplate, any of that, right?
Right. What a
Yeah.
lot of strife.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's just you know, I was a super neurotic seeker for 30 years, right? So I've gone through every single, like, like no stones left unturned, kind of like seeker, right? So I read
Sure.
all the books, all the stuff and everything. Initially was looking for God basically,
Right.
and looking for consciousness, and it became awareness, and then it became dropping away of the me, ego death. It's just many different variations of it. But when you take all the words, when you take all the language, was there anything really missing?
Not a bit.
Not a bit, yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And you know what? It's funny because it's so ordinary that it's always been this way. We just think it's not.
Exactly.
And then we just compare it to, like, what we assume, what I'm saying, is better than us, like, like teachers and speakers. When you take all the words of the speakers and you, is there any difference?
Yeah, no.
No. And everybody talks about silence, right? But here it is, silence. Where's the ego? Can you find it? Where's the mind? Whereabouts are you,
Well,
Alicia?
I'm in the US in Florida.
Oh, nice. Oh, how's the weather there? Is it going to be, you guys are okay there?
Um, we're anticipating a storm coming, hurricane. I think it's supposed to make
Oh,
landfall tomorrow.
okay. All right.
So it's hectic
It's hectic.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
Well, it's
preparation and all that.
well, it's good to be at peace.
Exactly. Yeah, now's the time.
Came at the right time.
Right. Huh,
Yeah.
this is great. This is
How you feeling?
this peaceful, at
Yeah.
ease.
Yeah. So if there's no next, then it's just like this. And the thoughts will come, you know what, but they're irrelevant. Is there any relevance to thoughts right now? No.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. What did you expect coming here?
I expected harps, maybe a trumpet.
Jesus and Buddha high-fiving, and maybe
Right,
Papa
something, some
G
form of light.
resurrecting. Some,
Exactly.
like angels go like,
All right. I thought maybe there would be some levitation, either you or me. I don't know.
I'm levitating right now. I don't know about you. So
Okay. Uh, but the simplicity just leads to hilarity. I
it
mean,
is, yeah. And it's just very authentic, right? This is an authentic experience, if you want, you can call it that, right? It's not something, it's almost like since there's no next and there's no past, it's just this clarity.
yeah.
I
How
usually like
profound.
it. What's that?
How profound.
Yeah. I like it when people are looking with it's like you're seeing something new, but it's always been here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many retreats have you gone to?
4 or 5.
Oh no. I was talking to someone and someone said, what am I going to do? I have this retreat planned in a couple of months. Should I go? And I'm like, well, it's up to you. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah. Or you can go to a warmer place, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy the sun.
Exactly.
And the person goes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right. Why not? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
hmm,
That's the simplicity. It's almost like a back to that a return to the innocence when you're a kid, before the
yes.
words became, like intense, like the word enlightenment. When I encounter, I'm like, oh, I gotta have that word. But it's just a word. It's here. It's always here. We have that magic moments where kids, like for me, it was biking around,
Mm.
and not having a care in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the same. You don't
Yes, it
feel
really
separate
is.
yet. Yeah, you don't feel separate. You don't feel that there's something wrong, that there's something to fix, something missing. We learned that along the way. So this is just kind of like almost like an unfolding of all that belief. The mind is like a hoarder, so we hoard concepts, right? So
Hmm.
one day it's like, oh, I want to be in the now. The next day it's gonna be like, um, I want to be empowered or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then of
Yeah.
course the ultimate, we want the enlightenment, but the trumpets and angels, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
but we keep on going to the next when there's no next, so we're missing out what's already awake.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Just want to reach for something and strive for something.
yeah.
That's,
And again,
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with it too. It's like a play, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like a child's play it's like a mental play that we played as a child. What if there was something wrong with me?
Yes.
What if I can get enlightened?
Right. That would solve it.
Yeah, that would solve it. Yeah.
Yeah, there it
So
is.
it creates a past to maintain a future. But really,
Very
past
clever.
and future is just a mental construct. What's that? Where's the past? Where's the future? Where is it now? It's just a loop. It's almost like we went into a
Yeah.
spell, right? A spell of thoughts, a spell of beliefs.
And they seem so powerful. I
They
mean,
do. Well, somebody says the word I am. You're like, ooh, I want to be the I am. And then somebody goes,
exactly.
somebody goes consciousness. You're like, oh, that's a bigger word, consciousness. I am consciousness,
Yes,
right?
it carries more weight. I
It
mean,
carries more
yeah,
weight. Yeah. And then, when I got to the end of it, I was like, what do you mean that the me can drop away?
that's right. The eagle
Yeah,
can die.
that's right. Yeah.
Stop.
Stop it. Yeah. Sign me up, please.
I'll go to that retreat.
Yeah. And then what usually happens is like, oh, you know what? It was good. I met some friends, that are as delusional as me.
Right. Yeah.
And the person was
That's,
really enlightened. Oh my gosh, he did not even blink.
oh my goodness.
You know,
That's impressive.
that's really impressive. I think it was levitating just, centimeters. We could not see it, but he's being humble, you know?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh my
Levitation
goodness.
was only seen by the higher disciples,
That's
of
right.
course.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Like Gangaji is so soft spoken, right? It's like angels coming out of her mouth, that kind of
Right.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the problem is that the more that you look up to people, the more that you look down on you.
Hmm.
So the division becomes more, you know what? How do I get there? How do I get there? And it's almost
Right.
like impossible because you have all of these characters that are so soft spoken and
Right. And the comparative, I could never speak that
I could never
softly.
speak. Yeah, me too.
Right.
Like I have to give up my red glasses. What the fuck? What's the freedom in that?
Exactly. And it seems so somber. I
It
mean,
does.
well,
Yeah,
what's
it
really going
does.
on?
Yeah, what's
I,
really going on? Yeah. I went there. That's why like I'm able to undo this, with thinking and everything is because I went into that, at one point someone kissed my, if you watch my video, someone kissed my feet. I'm like, oh fuck, I played this too hard. People are really, really coming down. And I don't want this. I don't want this. I look at my closet, everything was white and beige. You know what I'm saying? I was
oh
just
no. Oh,
then
yeah.
my friends from high school and my good friends, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you become a spiritual asshole, Emerson. I'm like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that happens.
yeah. Like I would walk into a house. I'm like, I can't be here. There's some dead animals that's being cooked. So I would go, but that kind of like
Yeah,
thing. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm not even doing it for the animals. I'm just doing it to be superior than everybody else.
perfect.
Yeah.
That story makes perfect sense.
It
Yes.
does, right?
Right. And the ability to make it up as you go along, just
That's
add
right.
to it.
I was just
Yeah,
kept on adding to it. And I was just like, at one point, I stopped. I'm like, I'm just full of shit because I'm just copying everybody's words when I don't even believe it.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it doesn't even resonate with me. But somehow, I'm saying they're saying this, it doesn't make sense. Right.
Right.
And then one day, like after and I went to severe, severe suffering. And one day, and I had panic attacks. I was suicidal. I'm like, what the hell? I was just in a nightmare of my
Hmm.
thoughts. Right. And then one day I was just DJing, you know what I'm saying? So it's not because of anyone. And I was about to have an anxiety attack. I just went directly to what I love, where I don't have thinking happening. And then all of a sudden there was no one DJing. There was no thoughts. Kind of like right now. It's direct.
Right.
Yeah. I went in between right or wrong, between this and that. Right? Because if you look at the illusion, it's just duality. So what's non-duality? Seeing that duality is illusory. So it's between non-duality and duality, something that we can't say. That's the thing, right? It's like all this yapping about non-duality when you can't even say it. It's humbling that I have no
Yeah, it
idea.
certainly is.
You said it, right?
Yes.
There's no more next. What are we going to find out more invented words?
Right.
More made up concepts?
I do love concepts.
Yeah, to me too. The paradox.
Oh,
Yeah. It's just sobriety, really. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like sobriety from language, from words, from concepts, from ideas. Even if you love it, that's okay. I love words.
right. Yeah.
Like you know, before this, I just went, kind of like, I'm like, you know what? What's the point? I was like talking in so much poetry at one point. I had like 3 books that I was about to release.
Mm,
And I'm like, but what's that gonna do?
right.
Yeah. And then one and one started kind of like popping up. I'm like, you know what? Let's just do this one once. I don't want to. Luckily, I'm an introvert, so I don't really want followers.
Okay. Well, if you
So
had, then the feet kissing and washing, that would have been your spot right there.
that's right.
You would have made it.
I know. I would have been the most enlightened. Maybe I would have been levitating. You would not even see me anymore. Like he's transparent and levitating. Kind
Right.
of. Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Could
Yeah.
have started a commune of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. Only to get into sex scandals later.
Oh,
I'm being
lovely.
naughty, but yeah.
No, no reason not to.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, it's that simple. And everybody says it's so simple, but no one can seem to show how simple it is.
Right.
Yeah. It's so simple, but you know what? If you attend 10 of my retreats, maybe the 10th one, you'll
That's
see how
right.
simple it is. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah.
But that's also
The
it.
just
If it,
this, that, yeah,
what'd
I
you
get it
say?
now.
The
The
just this?
just
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
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 Huh.
Who else have you listened to?
Um, I mean,
There's
there's
so many great ones too, though. You know, so I'm not knocking them. It's great. You know what I'm saying?
really, I mean, I love them all because, like you,
Yeah.
I love the word. So
Yeah.
Ida Shanti,
Yeah.
enjoy
I
him.
loved Ajashanti's books. Oh my goodness. Right.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. And he's got a good sense of humor too. If you
yeah,
get
that's
to know,
true.
he doesn't take it so seriously, but he is coming from the monasteries and everything, right? So he
Right.
seems like a very good archetype, you know, like that. You know, Ajashanti looks super legit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Humble
But
and
but that's the problem. It should be everything,
right.
not
Yeah,
just that archetype, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's so readily available.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
it's
already is.
yeah,
Right. So
it's pretty wild.
mm, it's just so simple. And then we forget about the simplicity. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we see this all the time. You know, like you probably in your day, you're probably
Sure.
like this maybe about 40-50%, but we don't think about it. The moment that
Yes.
we think that that's what reality is.
Hmm.
So we dismiss this clarity that we have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or we can't, you know, it's almost like we have to fill the silence with something.
Exactly.
Yeah. We just can't rest in peace with it, right? So,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, when this happened to me, because I was such a stubborn, full of it kind of like person,
Sure.
I was silent for a whole month. I was just like, it's like a bottleneck, right? Because I have all of this. Like before that, I was like, reading like 10 books at the same time, right? I would open them, it's like I was nuts.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pure determination.
that's what it is. And
Yeah.
and then I just kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna give up. I'm done with this seeking. And I just
Hmm.
did. I just went, I can't do this anymore because it got me nowhere, right? It just brought me a lot of
Right.
suffering.
Oh,
And
yes.
then and but I still had anxiety. And I'm like, you know
Hmm.
what? I'll just DJ when I have anxiety rather than spending 3-4 hours meditating and at least do something that I love, right? That I've been doing ever since I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what's the in between is basically in between thoughts and no thoughts. There is
Mhm.
an immediacy, there's a directness. That's, where people, I don't know. What do you like doing, Alicia? Am I pronouncing your name right, by the way?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Olisha.
Alicia. So what do you like doing? What do you like to do for fun, that like hobby and that
Uh,
kind of stuff?
I enjoy like outdoor activities,
Yeah.
just wandering in nature.
Yeah. So in wandering in
You know?
nature, there's the directness there. I love that now. Like, for 10 years, I did not see the sunrise because I meditated at like 5 o'clock to like whatever.
Ah,
And when I first saw the sunrise, I'm like a vampire that's been healed. I'm like, oh, sun.
amazing.
And I started seeing flowers, and now I'm obsessed with walking, right? So
Sure.
that's what it is. It's just so simple. My life
Right.
has really become so simple now. because I'm not looking for new books, you know what I'm saying, or new teachers or speakers,
Sure.
and you know, or thinking about being a teacher again, that kind of thing. So
Okay.
yeah, now I have these funny conversations with people
Right. That's
on a
nice.
daily basis. Yeah.
So, and how many do you have? How frequently do you?
Um, today's my birthday, so I have limited it because I'm
What?
going. Yeah, yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
The
man,
energy is
this is pretty
stronger
cool.
because it's my birthday, you know. So I'm just kidding. I have a
I didn't
hundred
see it on
percent.
my calendar.
Oh, it's like a full moon right now. No. Um so I'm going to I usually buy my mom flowers for my
Okay.
birthday because she had a hard labor.
Uh,
I just found out that her eyes were almost popping out. So I'm like, I better buy her some good flowers.
there you go.
I'm her first kid, right? So my dad always buys me the same sweater every year.
I love that.
It's like a gray sweater that looks like an old man. He doesn't like no, he doesn't see that I like colors.
Right. Can't go wrong with the gray.
Yeah, maybe it's just, but it's so sweet though. Like what, father gives his 53-year-old kid, a gift every year, right? So it's the same thing. But it's like,
Exactly.
but it's consistent. See? Say,
Yes.
yeah, like one of my brother goes, what color did he give you this year? I'm like, gray, the same thing.
And do
Um,
you at least pretend to be surprised by it?
oh yeah, I'm like, oh wow.
Right.
Yeah.
What, a sweater?
What? How did you know that I needed a sweater? Oh, it's fall. It's my birthday.
Oh, that's great.
Sweet though, sweet. And then we're gonna eat out later, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. I like eating, so and that's it. Simple life.
Right.
Take my dog for a long, long, long walk because it's you know, because I like doing
Sure.
that. How about you? What do you plans for today? Aside from boarding up your house and everything and
That's about it.
that's about it.
Uh, yeah. It's one of those days where everything's kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
I'm a mail carrier,
Nice.
so
You're off
I don't know
today.
if I have to work tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Um, just the anticipation. I'm scheduled to have a knee surgery on Thursday.
Oh my goodness, lots of things going on. Luckily, this
Exactly. I don't
cleared
know if
up.
that's on the books.
How did you know to book on my birthday? That's the
Right. Yeah. I figured I'd get with you luckily on your birthday, because
that's
that's gotta be good
right.
fortune for me as well. Mm, Um, just to not drive myself crazy with being
Yeah,
off for a long duration.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like so whereabouts in Florida are you?
I'm in Central Florida, near Tampa.
Oh
Um,
wow, so that's where it's going to get hit, right? In
yeah, that's what
Tampa,
they say.
what they
About
say. Okay,
25
but you
miles.
guys get this every year, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
okay.
it's
Routine,
nothing out of the ordinary.
hurricane routine. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Wow,
Nothing new here.
nothing new. Yeah, yeah. I don't really watch the news, but somehow you know what people keep on telling me about the storm. You know what I'm saying, or the
Mhm.
hurricane. People in my one-on-ones anyway, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
yeah, people in the States. So they're like, it's Florida. And I'm like, oh, wow. So
Yeah.
where else could it be? Um,
And where you're at?
I'm in
Are you
Toronto,
the
Canada.
Philippines? Oh, Canada?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I'm Filipino.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I moved here when I was 15.
Ah,
Yeah. I
all
had to
right.
learn my English from Simpsons
I
and
see.
the Cosby Show.
Yes. Fashion. Oh.
Yeah. We knew a little bit, but you know what? But the accents were strong. And if somebody asked me, what's up, Emerson? I'll be like, I don't know what is up. That kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
So I had to
that's
sit down my brothers and my sisters. I'm like, we have to learn proper English, right? If you want to survive here, you know.
absolutely. Yeah.
But of course, our nephews and nieces make fun of our accents still, right? So because they catch it, they're like, "What did you say? Giraffe?"
love that.
Rhinoceros.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it here in Canada. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's okay. Have you been here? Have you been to Canada before?
Yes, I'm from Michigan originally.
Oh, so you visited
So
like Toronto.
yeah, Toronto,
Yeah.
Windsor, to
Windsor.
the
Oh yeah. The
casinos
casino.
frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then one summer my family drove through and camped in Canada.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, just
Nice.
on a whim, I suppose, but
Yeah. Yeah. Here we usually go to Buffalo because it's an hour away.
okay,
Yeah. I remember my cousin used to go to Buffalo and go to the duty free shops.
sure,
And I think I was like 17. And he would grab like cigarettes and alcohol and hide it in his car.
of
And then when
course.
we're going out, they're like, do you have anything to declare? Like, no, no. They're like, well, we have you on camera with a bunch. And I'm like, I'm 17. It's him.
That's right. Don't know the guy.
It's just my cousin. So
It's
yeah, so
fun.
and we used to go for cinnamon bagels because we didn't have cinnamon bagels in Canada for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we used to go there for like some American goods, right, that we don't get here. Now we
Yes.
almost have it all, right? So in the
Okay.
past, maybe about 30 plus years ago, we didn't have cinnamon rolls. We didn't have so it's like let's go to Buffalo and my mom's Catholic, so they're like, oh, let's pass by the church. There is a big church in Buffalo. Have you been to Buffalo?
Okay. No.
No. Okay. Yeah. So that's the closest to us. Windsor's closer to Chicago, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I've been there before actually, a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you ever come to the States other than Buffalo? Like
No, no, I get booked
vacation?
now to do one-on-ones. Some people
Okay.
think it's better in person, so some people fly me out, and
Okay.
it's nice.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it's
sure.
nice. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, travel a bit.
yeah, yeah. But they know that even if I tell them, "Hey, you can do it on Zoom," they're like, "Oh no, no, no. We've been seeking for like 30 years. We
There's
like the in-person thing." Or some people come. There's a person coming to visit me this Thursday, so
okay.
yeah, when they can
Oh,
do it on
that's awesome.
Zoom. They want to see maybe if I levitate or not. They just want to see it in person to see the legitimacy. Saying they're like,
Exactly. And you can't fully capture that on Zoom.
no, no, that's right. You don't see it that I'm levitating. So
Like,
yeah,
and also,
yeah. So what else have we been up to in your seeking days?
I'm sorry?
What else have we been up to in your seeking days? What are the crazy stuff that you've done?
Mhm.
You're a casual seeker. There, you're not like a super intense seeker, right?
Let's see, I became an empty nester about 4 years ago. My son moved
Okay.
out. And after that, then I've been a little bit more intense
Oh,
um,
okay, okay.
because I had, no obligations,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
now's the
yeah,
time to actually get it,
yeah. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
So, mm,
How many kids do you have?
just one.
Just one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I
So it's
enjoy.
intensified and
Yeah,
exhausted me at the same time.
yeah. Because you're looking for something in your imagination. When without
Right.
your imagination, it is already it.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
it is. It's maddening.
Yeah. It's like I went crazy. Oh my goodness. It was like I didn't know that I was such an addict. I was
Right.
addicted. I was like I kept on buying all like I would be like, like every day I would go to like Audible and like type in consciousness and I'm like, is there a new book?
Sure.
Consciousness,
Yeah,
or awareness, whatever, enlightenment, right? And I'm like,
exactly.
man,
And then
man,
just one more.
just one
Just
more.
one more.
Yeah,
This
one
next
more.
one has to be
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And then the teacher addiction. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this teacher. I'm gonna watch everything that
Right.
he's ever put out, right? I'm gonna watch all
Sure.
the books. Maybe this will get me there. And you're like, oh, okay, next one.
Yeah.
Next one. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And that's quite costly. I mean, most people aren't
Yeah.
giving this for free,
No, I know.
you know?
You know what? There was this lady. I don't know if you watched Jolene, right? Jolene spent $500,000 in seeking.
Wow,
Yeah, she's
it's that
seek
big.
for 50 years, right? So
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I could see it. I mean,
yeah.
because yeah, there is desperation.
There is, yeah. So after this, Alicia, there's a 10-week program that I do. I'm just it's gonna cost you
Of
five hundred
course.
thousand dollars, but it's compacted
I'll
into
pay in
10 weeks.
installments. Thank you.
Just kidding. But yeah, yeah, it's good to be clear. It's good to be sober from all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. Just the ability to relax.
Yeah. And then it's almost like when you see that it's all made up, all words are made up, then it's even hard to look for the next anymore because what's the next?
Mm,
And then it falls off. And then where's the ego, right? So, and then there's almost like an authenticity that just keeps on unfolding. Not in the next, not in thought, you know what I'm saying? But like,
right.
and then life just becomes ordinary again, walking kind of thing, right? It's like playing the spiritual lottery, the enlightenment lottery for a long, long time, and then winning a jackpot. But the jackpot is this,
Oh yeah,
right?
that's it.
It's it's a loss, not a gain, really, if you look at it. It's a loss of beliefs, it's a loss of the imaginary, the neurosis, the frustration. Oh my goodness.
So much.
Yeah. How much of you I always tell this, like, like seekers are like hoarders, like the worst kind of hoarders because they have a whole bunch of stuff, right?
Mm,
That, it's like one person called me and they're like, oh my goodness, Emerson, I can't, I had a panic because there's no channelers.
yeah,
But it's a good panic. It's like, oh, wait a second, right?
exactly.
It's almost like the conspiracy theories vanish. You're like,
Oh.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And again, if the thoughts come in, they're irrelevant. Who cares, right?
Yes.
Don't drink a shot from the past or the future. You get drunk again in time.
Oh yeah.
Sober up in the spaciousness. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's brilliant. It's,
Oh, geez, thanks. I didn't do anything, but it's what a beautiful prank, though, huh?
yeah.
Right? It's like I always say this, like, well played, illusion, well played, right? It's in the
Right.
words.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's so much meaning.
yeah. And then I mean, it's so profound, right? It's like
Yeah.
yeah. And then all
Nice.
those years of learning and books, what I did is like I just, I had this collection of books that I always read and everything. I just started putting them in the garbage. I was planning to donate them. I just kind of like went. I'm like, okay, Like after 30 days of silence, you can like you're sober, right? It's almost like I don't want to get intoxicated again with any of the words.
Sure.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, I can see
all of a
that.
sudden I could listen to all the music again because I was like, maybe if I'm listening to, my dance, bass music, like this is this is bringing me down. I need to listen to more sattvic music that has like chants and everything. And I really didn't like them. Some of them I like, but
Okay,
not all of them. Not like 24/7 because that's what I was
sure.
doing. And I think I played drum and bass and just dance around, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's
Oh,
nothing wrong
yeah.
with it, but it was just I was forcing it. I was forcing something in words, in practices and thoughts.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
What music do you like listening to?
I like classical. I like Baroque.
I like classical. There's this guy, the 16-year-old guy that plays his complex piano pieces. If I find it in YouTube, I'll send it to you. He plays like the
Awesome.
most complex, 16 years old.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know. I
Yes.
played piano too for quite a while. So, you know,
Oh,
I,
really?
when I was 16, I was not at that level at all.
Oh,
So
okay.
I went to the Royal Conservatory, kind of like, I did my recitals and everything. So I like
Oh,
everything. I
awesome.
like classical. I like Baroque. I like some of the darker pieces. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like
Mm-hmm.
some of the Requiem. You know what I'm saying? Some of the
Oh, yes.
operatic stuff. Whoa,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
um,
Music you can really feel.
oh my
Pop.
goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also like dance music, but and a whole bunch of stuff basically, right? So
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording because I think there's nothing to
Okay.
talk about.
Exactly.